The need to apply for jobs might soon become a thing of the past. The need to apply for jobs might soon become a thing of the past. We are slowly moving towards the transfer or trading of skills. The trading of skills opposed to trading your time for money. Hundreds, even thousands of years ago, humans had skills and we traded our skills, or we traded our goods and services between homogeneous cultures and those that were different. Back in those times, people had lands, or they fought to acquire lands. And those lands were rich in minerals, rich in soil texture. People could grow food on those lands and employ their kids, 10 kids, 20, however many kids they had at that time. And many people or many cultures lived in a polygamous structure. The man had multiple wives, many kids. Those kids were seen as worker bees, not just for the upliftment or establishment of kingdoms. Those kids were seen as worker bees, because instead of hiring someone else to do what your kids can do, you hire your kids instead. And that business or system or structure can be passed on to the next generation. Your job, currently, you cannot pass your job on to your kids. Whatever proceeds that comes from your job, how many you have, you may have a job or 2 jobs or 3 jobs, whatever you work for currently right now, how many streams of income do you have? Some people work 2 or 3 jobs. Those jobs you cannot pass on to your kids. Whatever proceeds come from those jobs will be distributed from owner to stakeholders and to employees based upon the time frame you worked. The amount of time you put into working at that establishment is how much money you get before tax and after tax. So before tax, it's a gross amount. After tax, when the tax is taken out, then you get the remainder, and that remainder is what you earn. Those days are slowly becoming unfamiliar, unpopular, and frowned upon. I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow. I'm not saying it's going to happen 10 years from now. It could, it may, I don't know. But the way I'm looking at the world today, the need to apply for jobs are slowly and might soon become a thing of the past, because people are beginning to realize that most of these jobs are just any other kind of job. And after a while, you start realizing that the people you work for you don't even like, the job you even hate, you still have to go because you signed a contract to be there, and you're looking for means to an end in order for you to pay your bills. If you have a family, you have to work. You have to pay your bills. You have to feed your family. Your family not going to starve, right? So you do what you got to do. And people are beginning to realize that these jobs are becoming more and more stressful, chaotic, and the climate, the culture, the environment of these jobs are so toxic. People don't want to even go to work. They just go there because they have to be there. Some people have no other choice. And don't even mention those who have been fired already or laid off from their federal jobs. They can't even replicate or replace the jobs and the amount of money they used to make with the current amount of money they're making now, if they even have the job. Some people have just given up, relocated someplace else, taken their severance pay or their pensions, and just like, look, forget it, I'm out of here. And go look for somewhere cheaper to afford, somewhere they can just have a small shop. They sell provisions or commodities and just live a simple, cheap, less expensive experience. So I'm saying all this to say, just by my observation, I'm gonna let that fire truck pass real quick because he's making too much noise. Sorry about that. But the way I'm seeing life right now, a lot of people are realizing that this is not going to be sustainable anymore. That's why you see a lot of content creators. People are finding other ways to earn. People are using their skills, creating jewelry or courses or you name it. I don't know. People just realizing that this can't be sustainable anymore. Nobody wants to just keep clocking in and clocking out. And some people are cheating the system, and I don't blame them for doing that because the system constantly takes from you. And even if you start a business, Uncle Sam is going to take so much money from you. You got to have insurance with your business. It's not as easy as people think. It is not as easy to own a business. Trust and believe. I've done the research. It is very, very hard. So I need people to just quit saying, just go start a business. It sounds good on paper, but in reality, it's not as easy as you think. It's not as easy. Especially in America, you pay too many things. You pay this insurance, that insurance. You pay your business title or whatever. Even some hidden fees. It's like owning a home. You don't really own your home. You're renting. You're a leaseholder. Because God forbid if your roof cave in, you're in trouble. That's like $20,000. Sometimes it depends on how big your roof is or how much the damage is. But anyway, I just wanted to share this with you. This came on my spirit. I just wanted to share this with the world, and you all know what you're dealing with. Everyone knows what you're dealing with. I experience it every day. I'm not here to judge anyone. If you got a job or two or three, keep working because you need the job. You need that money because you got bills to pay. But I'm saying from my observation, I'm beginning to see slowly but surely this whole idea of applying for jobs will become non-existent or very minuscule, that people won't even care about applying because they say, why am I applying for a job? I can just create my own business. I can create my own thing and find a way to not pay taxes, or if I do pay tax, I pay a little bit, not so much, or I just relocate someplace they're not charging me astronomical amounts of money just because I have a business. But again, one of the reasons why I'm sharing this also too is you may have to learn new skills, and that learning of new skills is going to help propel you to greater heights. Because I find also that when you really solve problems and you can put a price on it and people can validate it and see that it works, trust me, you will make money and you have a business. So with that said, go out and be great, because greatness, power, and energy lives within you. You came here to live your best life, not someone else's. You don't have 200 years to live on this planet, so use your time wisely. Use your time to be great. Study, plan. Associate with those who are going somewhere, who are doing the work and using their thinking faculties to make a difference in this world. Go out and be great. Let greatness inspire you. If this video inspires you, thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. Too many of you watch my videos, but you don't hit the like button, and you have not yet subscribed. But those who are my subscribers, I thank you and appreciate you for coming back and watching my videos. I have a message to share, and I'm also an author, so all of my books, some, not all, are in the description below with links. Like, share, subscribe, support me if you choose so. I'll see you in the next video. Go out and be great. Use your time wisely. Peace and always love. And thank you.